Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Factorio. This is episode 3 of my Let's Play using Bob's Mods. And yes, episode 3. Somehow episode 2 recording messed up, and I'm sorry, you missed it all. It was lots of fun, me trying to figure out how to get wood to work properly. Like I said, I'm new to the offline recording. I usually stream these live and then cut them up for YouTube. This is kind of an experiment. It'll be a mix of live and offline games. But there you have it. We're on episode 3. You'll just have to take my word that episode 2 was, lots of fun. We'll take a quick look around. So we're an hour into the game now, and we have our mining and basic smelter lines set up here. Copper and iron coming in, coal coming in, copper and iron plates coming out. Power, basic science, red science is done. And if we take a look at the map, we'll see that our biggest threat is off here to the east in a couple places. Looks like the southeast is going to tag first. Taking a look at our wind direction, actually we might have gotten a little bit of a reprieve. Our wind direction is now moving to the northwest, which is going to move stuff up toward that small base up there, which I'm not too worried about. I am worried about these bases to the east though, so I've got some rudimentary defenses up as well. Let's give that some coal. Transporter belts being manufactured. And what I alluded to earlier, I've got some basic wood production being sorted out over here. It's not quite fully automated. So you've got the greenhouse now as part of Bob's Mods. It takes seedlings and water, produce wood and more seedlings. So the seedlings are coming in here, as is the wood. Seedlings are being used to reseed the greenhouse. Wood is being used to make more seedlings. However, for some reason I don't have this working properly, and it's not actually grabbing any of the wood, so I'm going to sort that out. In the meantime, some of the excess wood will be useful for our circuit board production, so we're going to start that up as our next project. For green science, we'll need the inserters and transporter belts. Transporter belts are easy enough. Inserters take the basic circuit boards. So we need to have a source of those circuit boards. We also will need copper wire, copper cable, and oops, I didn't mean to do that. What am I looking for? Inserters. That's it. They'll need copper cable and wood board. Okay, so green science will be fairly easy to do, and I didn't think this out enough when I set this up. Let's go ahead and put our initial green factories down. I'm gonna want to know at least where they're gonna be. I think I'll be okay here actually. We've got a little bit of wood. I'm going to take some of that wood and throw it into the seedling factory. Keep the rest for power pole production for now. We need to start some research. Okay, and new thing about the the 0.13 patch. When it came out on Steam, they now have an actual tech tree here, so you can see what will lead to everything. We just finished alloys. We're also going to need chemical processing to be able to get what? I guess I don't need it right now. I thought I did. What did alloy processing? Maybe it was the alloy that I was thinking of. I've got a handy search feature here now too. Excuse me. There it is. Alloy processing. No, that doesn't give us the carbon either. Chemical processing. Grinding, cobalt, lithium, electrolysis. Oh, there it is. Yep, chemical processing is what we need next, because we will need carbon here for the next stage. Okay, if we're going to put our green here, green is going to need inserters and transport belts. Okay, we can live with this setup. So the inserters and transporter belts will come in along here, which means somewhere over here we need to actually do inserters. Transporter belts we're already doing, but probably won't be my permanent solution. That's just a temporary couple base mines. So what we'll do is we'll peel off some iron over here for transporter belts. Transporter belts will feed into one side of the belt and inserters on the other side of the belt. Now for inserters I'm also going to need the tier 2 factory, because they have to be made in a blue factory. Okay, so that's where those are going to be. We'll go ahead and set these up. Okay, so now all we have to do is figure out how to get everything down there. I just realized my sound is off. Shame on me. Okay, so we need automation 2 next, I think. Or do I already have automation 2? Let's take a look. There's automation 2. I need electronics first, that's why. Okay, that'll take me a little bit of time. Okay, copper cable. Let's work on the transporter belts first. That's the easy one to do. Where am I going to want to? I guess it's easy enough to do it over here with a couple of red inserters. I need iron. Go figure. Let's grab some. Okay, so we're going to need 1, 2 long inserters. 2 factories. We'll just pull them off the main line here, and I'm going to keep it relatively close. Come out here, we'll go underground. I might want that over further now that I think about it. Let me, nah, that will feed at least 3 or 4 green factories actually. So the transporter belts will feed on the near, oops, I'm on the wrong belt. Go figure. Okay, the transporter belts will feed onto the near side of that belt, which means my other ones will have to feed on the far side. Let's go with 1 there, 1 there. And let's see, this is going to be my wheels. This one will be my transporter belts. And of course that's in the wrong spot. There we go. Okay, so we have the transporter belts now for the green circuits. Next is the inserters and automation 2. Okay, so the inserters are going to need copper wire. You're gonna get, okay, first of all, we need the basic circuit boards. Okay, so basic circuit boards, I'm going to want to be producing the... I'm going to be doubling that. Oh, this is ugly already. Okay, copper wire. Where's my factory actually going to be? Let's put a placeholder factory down. Try to figure out what the best place to make inserters. Copper cable and boards. The wood's going to be coming from the west. Copper cable can extend out. Oops, can extend out. Let's extend the bus out. Probably filter off. You know what? Let's do it up here. Let's filter off some cable or some copper. Iron plates. I'm going to have to already bump up my iron production. I can see that now. What else is new? Okay, so we'll filter off some copper here. Make copper cable. Best place. Good enough for now. I'll always end up doing some sort of redesign. You know what? No. Let's not do that there. Let's do it up here. Oops, don't need 2 of those. Put the copper cable up there. Okay, now let's work on getting some wood across. You're still plenty there. You have no wood incoming still. Okay, there's our automation 2, so we can make our blue factories. Before I can make the blue factories, however, I'm going to need to be able to handcraft a couple of the blue circuit boards, which is going to require some more mines to be put down, because I need tin, I need carbon, and I need lead. Okay, so you're still building. You've got 80 seedlings. You've got 80 seedlings, which means you must be getting some wood to fill that. Because out of the... you're only producing 4 seedlings per batch of 10. You must be getting some wood. Okay, I think maybe that is working out okay. Oh yeah, basic circuit cards. So we need to go ahead and start pulling some of this wood across. Do I want to do raw wood? I don't want to do raw wood. Scratch that. Back up. Well, we don't need to back it all up. We just need to... actually, we need to back that up there. We need to put a factory down, and the factory will take raw wood and make wood boards. Okay. Oops, nope, wrong one. You need that, which also means I need one more step, don't I? Because I need wooden boards. so confuddled here. I'm out of inserters. Go figure. Okay, so this will bring some wood boards. And then the wood boards and the copper cable will be the basic circuits. Okay, so these now have to come across and meet up somewhere here with the copper cable. Good enough. That'll get us started again. I end up having to redesign a chunk of this later anyway, so this is just going to get us started. You know what? I want the wooden boards to be a early third bus, I think. Which means... yeah, why not? Inelegant, who cares, for now. So we'll put that there, this will make those. And then those will come down, oops, and I'm out of transporter belts. Let's go grab some of these, got plenty there. Okay, this will join the bus here and make an early third bus. I wonder. You know what? Because we're going to need those back a little bit, we're going to do this a little bit different. Oops. Not that different. Gah! I'm having control issues here. Circuit, electric poles in the way. There. Okay, so we have the basic circuit card bus there now. Okay, that will last as long as this greenhouse is producing wood properly. Okay, you're feeding some of the trees out. I don't see any wood going in still. I'm gonna have to take a look at that at some point. But for now, we've got a basic circuit card production, and that's what we need. Okay, now let's get our research started. Let's do one of the longer military ones. Bullet damage looks good. That'll take that a little while because now I need to get tin. Tin is good. I need tin, I need lead, I need carbon to be able to handcraft, and I don't need a lot of any of these. I'm just going to get enough to handcraft 3 blue circuit boards. Because I'm not quite ready to automate the blue circuit board production. Getting there, but not quite there. So that will go there, and tin needs to be sheeted, so it'll go into a furnace. Do I have any? I don't. Okay, so that will be tin. Wonder how my power's doing. Power is... looks like we need another steam engine. Okay. Okay, let's... oh, don't have the power attached to it. I knew one of those poles looked like it was off. They're still off. Is that even... yeah, that is. Or is it? I don't think any of these are. Okay, that's better. Let's take a look at a 10-minute cycle. Yeah, that's good for now. I have room for a couple more, and I have room for more boilers. Okay, so we've got the tin. I had some lead up over here, so let's go grab that. We need another electric drill for this. Now this one, let's see, I don't know if this is pure lead now or if it is lead and nickel again. So we're going to go ahead and put one down here and find out. This mod used to have the galena actually double purposed. It would produce both lead and nickel. And so you actually had to filter out okay, it looks like it's just lead. And it had been a mod you could do in the config file to set that, but I think his latest version of it has a separate nickel ore, and galena is now just pure lead, so that makes it a little bit easier. And the last thing we need is carbon. Okay, we're going to make carbon right off of the coal line here since it's convenient. Best place is okay. Again, because I don't need a lot of it, I'm going to go ahead and oh, I need stone bricks. Go figure. I haven't really been making stone bricks yet. I've been making walls, so for a moment we'll go ahead and just make some stone brick, stop the wall production momentarily. In the meantime, long term, is there a best place to do the carbon? What do I need the carbon for? I need the carbon for the basic electronic components, which is also tin to copper wire. Yeah, there's no really best place for it. It's going to have to be belted a long ways anyway. Let's do it up here. Nice and simple. Let's get this tree out of here. We'll do it there. An underground pipe will get me close to where I need to be, except I need to go grab some plates. Go figure. Never need iron plates. Grab some circuit boards too, since we'll need those. And we'll also need to go grab some of those stone brick now. Should be enough there. And we can turn this back around and continue making walls now. That will allow me to make a chemical furnace. Chemical furnace for the carbon. So much easier with basic circuit boards in hand. You know what? Let's make that a burner inserter. Just because. There we go. Now we have all the components being manufactured in order to make handcraft 3 blue circuit boards. So let's go grab some tin. And we're going to turn that mine off as well. Might as well just grab it all for now, since we're just handcrafting a couple of these. We're going to turn this mine off. Yeah, we'll leave this mine on. I turned the tin off because it's much closer to the potential threat of an attack than the other is. Okay, that was bullet damage. We'll go ahead and do one more of those. Probably should do the turret upgrade as well. I need to get ammo going. I need so much stuff. Oh, I haven't told it to make anything yet. Oops. Okay, so what do we need? We need 3 blue circuit cards, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 3 basic electronic boards. 3 basic electronic boards is going to take 15 basic electronic components and 3 solder. 3 solder. Oh, I need resin. Ugh. Okay, I need to figure out where I'm ultimately going to do the blue, I guess. They take basic circuit boards, so somewhere along the line of this. Okay, which way am I going to turn ultimately, north or south? Probably south, it looks like. I've got the most room, except it's going to run into the powertrain there. Not a very well thought out design, obviously. Now we'll turn it north, which means somewhere up here. That'll be close to the lead, it'll be close to the carbon as well. And the wood, which we'll need for resin. Okay, so up here we will put down, we'll need a factory. And I'm going to multi-purpose this factory. And by that I mean, first we're going to make the... I can't do the solder plates in it. We're going to make 15 basic electronic components. Take the carbon and I'll take some copper wire. We need how much tin copper? 1 for, so we only need 3. Oops, we made 5 by mistake. Okay, so we'll take those. Gonna have it craft some basic, not stone. Where's the carbon? There's the carbon. We're gonna have it craft the basic electronic components. We need 15. Once that is done, gonna pull everything out. Then we're going to switch that over to, I don't think I can, I think the solder plate has to be done in a metal mixing furnace. Yes, so let's make one of those. And that's lead and... Oops, I didn't mean to make 2 of them. We can just... We can actually probably automate this process. Solder plate. Oh, it takes the tin. The tin's too far away. Okay. So I can't quite automate that. We'll make some solder plates and then that and resin, which means I need to purpose this for resin now. There's resin. I only need 3, right? Yeah. And that actually makes 8 solder, so... solder plates. Resin. And I needed how many solder for these? Just 1 per card, so I only need 3, and it made 8. So now we can't do those. We have everything we need. We can actually handcraft 3 of those and pick this up, and we can now put a blue factory down, which will be needed to make the inserters. We're short a couple iron plates, 2 to be precise. What else are we short? Oh, iron gear wheels, okay. there we go. We have our first blue factory. Okay, so the inserters are going to be made where it needs the basic circuits and what? Iron gear wheels, iron plates. Oh, of course it needs iron gear wheels. So that is my buzzer going off, which means it's just about time to end this episode. We're going to end it by finishing these inserters. Not an easy way to do this. Yeah, there is. Moderately easy, anyway. We'll put this here. We will put them down on that side. Now we need... you know what? That doesn't make sense. There isn't a lot that does make sense here. Let's do this over... there. Be able to get those. This is the inserters. You also need iron plates, and let's start. Let's get optics. It's a cheap one. We need at least one red inserter. We need some stuff. One red inserter. And then we need iron gears produced as well, which means a factory. We're probably going to end up making two inserter factories as well. But we're going to just get the one set up and call it an episode with green manufacturing started. Steel looks like a good one. Oops. I need the longer. We have inserters being made. Now, here's the tricky part. You know what? For the time being, we're going to pull that off. We're going to... Whoa! What happened? Something very wrong just happened. Why did the transporter belts jump to the inside? We weren't supposed to do that. That's supposed to be reserved. I don't like the way this is set up anyway. Let's go ahead. This is how we're going to do this. First of all, let's pull those off the inside. I don't want them on the inside. I have no idea why they jumped onto the inside. Let's put an underground. Stick with me long enough, you'll find the most inelegant solution to every problem. There we go. Now inserters will go onto the inside of the track. Tractor belts will hopefully stay on the outside of that track, and we have our first green automation, green science automation. And that looks like a good place to end the episode. We'll start a new research real quick. I want a turret damage upgrade. If I can find it. So many things to research. Or do I have to research something else first? Should research some radar, some armor crafting, gun damage. There we go. Okay, so that is it. That is the end of episode 3. Again, apologies for missing out on episode 2. It's one of those things. It's a learning process, and hopefully I've learned something. I just don't know what I've learned, or what I'm supposed to have learned. Anyway, that's it for this session. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time.